Hey guys, so today's makeup look is a look I did with a Huda Beauty rose gold palette. This is not fake, I know that. When I bought this, I knew it was fake. But I wanted to give it a go and see if it was good, if it was crappy, and this is crap. Do not buy this. I know some people say, well, you get what you pay for. That is absolutely not true because there are some amazing palettes out there that costed the same as this fake knockoff palette did, and they're even better. I'm probably going to end up depotting the ones that actually work and then just pitching this whole palette because it's terrible. It is really terrible. Anyway, if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to prime my eyes, I am taking Soft Ochre by MAC, and I'm going to use my fluffy Emax Designs brush to apply that with. Okay, so I'm going to set that with this skin color called Bay. And because of how terrible eyeshadows are, you really have to pack it on. Oh yeah. See, I do this all the time. I forget to tell you what brushes I'm using. But this is a fluffy brush by BH Cosmetics. So this is awkward because I am not using my Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek that I love so much, and I didn't ever think that I could do a tutorial or any makeup look without it. But I'm using this crappy palette. I thought, you know, it wouldn't be fair if I used a really good eyeshadow against these crappy ones, because then you really couldn't tell how good these, well, how terrible these eyeshadows were. So first I'm going to go in with Moon Dust in my crease, and I'm using that same brush that I used to put Bay on. There's probably no need to even do that because it did absolutely nothing. I'm also going to put Sandalwood in my crease and hope to God that shows up, but I am using this other BH Cosmetics brush that's also fluffy, but not as, like, big. Okay, so that surprisingly worked. These swatches that I did, that my boyfriend was nice enough to let me use his arm to swatch these colors on, and most of them hardly showed up at all. That's why not all of them are there. I think there's only like, I don't know, maybe 10 on his arm. I did all, how many are in here? Okay, I did do all 18, but you couldn't even see them, so I just started overlapping. Okay, I'm gonna go in now with henna, and I'm gonna focus this in my outer corner. And you'll know it's pigmented enough when your eye gets all red, puffy, and swollen. That's when you know it's good. Okay, so now on a flat shader brush, I'm going to, of course, stamp it because these eyeshadows are terrible. They hardly show up at all. But I am using Blessed. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Cocoa, and I'm using this fluffy brush from Wish, and I'm putting it in my outer corner and probably the crease. I have never seen a black eyeshadow that does not work until I got this palette, and Black Truffle is terrible. It hardly shows up at all. So we're going to see how this goes, but I'm going to take it on that same brush that I used with Cocoa. It doesn't even show up on the brush. But anyway, we're going to put this in my outer corner. Well, I'm going to put this in my outer corner. Okay, so that black is about as hopeless as my addiction to sweet tea. So, I am using the Unique Loose Pigment in the shade Corrupt. It's black. Still using that same brush though. And once there's hardly anything on my brush, I'm going to start dragging it into my crease. I just tried to light my candle in the background and I burnt myself and it really hurts now. Okay, so for primer, I am taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, but I went ahead and did that off camera just to save some time. And for foundation today, I am using my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and I am in the shade N15. And this is full coverage, which I really love. I've talked about this before, but I really like this foundation a lot. And I'm going to use this Crooked brush from Amazon that I love. This is like the best brush I have ever bought, and it was $5 for 5 of them. When I edit my videos and speed it up, it makes it look like I'm really fast at putting on foundation, and I really wish that was how it was in real life. That would save so much time. Okay, so for concealer, I am taking the NYX Studio Photogenic, and I am in the shade 1. This is the best concealer I have found at the drugstore yet. I'm going to use this fluffy brush that I got from Wish to blend that all in. This is not a full coverage concealer by no means, but it's also not a light coverage concealer. If that makes sense. I should have just said it. It's a medium coverage concealer. And for powder, I am taking my Unique Mineral Touch Pressed Powder, and I am in the shade Scarlet. For under the eyes, I used a Luxie 512 brush to apply that with. But for the rest of the face, I am going to use this gold brush that I got from Wish, and I'm pretty sure it's a knockoff of one of the Morphe collections. But it's so pretty. Like, how could I not resist? I love gold. Black and gold are my two favorite colors. And elephants. I love elephants. Elephant isn't a color, but I love elephants. I'm just going to quickly spray my face with this Avenue Spring Water just to help remove any extra powder that is not necessary, and that'll make my face look pretty cakey. Okay, so to finish off the eyes, I am going in with henna on a pencil brush that I got from Wish. And then I'm going to go over top of that with cocoa. For my inner corner highlight, I am taking Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca. And I am using that on a BH Cosmetics small flat shader brush. And I'm also using that as a brow bone highlight with the same brush. Oh yeah, by the way, I filled in my eyebrows before I even started filming because I had trimmed them a little too short and it wasn't pretty at all. And I'm going to curl my lashes using my Tweezerman eyelash curler. I honestly have no idea who this mascara is by. It's a little sample one that I have. That's what it says is on there. I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to contour today, I'm just going to bronze. But I am taking Subconscious from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm using an angled brush for that. And for blush, I am taking Wildflower by Studio Makeup, and I'm using a Me 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 brush. And I'm going back in with Champagne Pop using this brush that I got from Wish. I think it's supposed to be a knockoff of one of the Morphe brushes, but I don't know. And I'm just going to highlight. Okay, so for lips today, I am taking Burnt Spice by MAC. I am so in love with the smell of MAC lipsticks. To me, it smells like cake batter. And this is the final look. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!